And hello to all my Gemini friends. I'd like to welcome you in. My name is Scott Sagent, and today I'll be doing your free psychic tarot reading for December 2021. Now today they have dialed up for you a storyline spread. It is a very large scattershot spread across all the different Geminis to come up with a bunch of different stories. It could be 3, 4, 5, sometimes even 6 different stories for different Geminis. That way it allows me to be very accurate. And it's all about finding the story that's right for you. There may be a couple that resonate with you. I've had people say that happens, but really it's all about finding the one. So make sure you stick around for that to see which one is really all about you. That's really what it's all about. It's kind of like doing a bunch of different readings all within one. Now they've asked that I don't conclude with anything extra. When that happens, they want us to pay a lot of close attention to the meat and potatoes of the spread, which in this case is the storyline. So that probably a lot in there, a lot of juice. So we're going to get going. The cards are already shuffled. I'm going to bring you in right now so you can watch. We'll waste no more time. Go ahead and hit the like button and build up the energy in here. I like to do this live and on camera. We are rolling. These are my ritual cuts. Basically cuts the decks into 3 different pieces, puts them back together in a separate order. And that satisfies the ritual aspect of tarot. Do that with both of these here. And then they're ready to run. So we're doing storyline here for Gemini in December. Here we go. I start this with 5 cards, and then I expand it out as necessary. So here's the main 5. I'm going to keep going because I don't have my facing I'm looking for yet. Still not. Still not. Am I off screen yet? Almost. Still not. We're still going. Still going. Still going. Well, there we go. There's our end, finally. Storyline spreads sometimes get very large. This is the case here. Now I have the challenging part of figuring out the groupings, the pairings. This is going to go down here. We basically have a split 3 and 3 there. Down here we have, let's see. This is 1. I'm seeing 5 different stories here. I think they're all in view. This is the main group. This is the main thing I want you guys to see. I'm going to tack on some more cards for some clarity about a few different things. Get some more information, but basically this is really what I want you to see. This is all just kind of extra stuff. Lets me know what I'm talking about, where I'm at, if I'm going the right way with it, things I need to discuss, bring to your attention, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, that's there. I do need to check my inverts, see how many of those we got, at least in the core group. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Not enough to matter. That's good. These are also pretty well distributed. We're going to leave that just the way it is. So this is it with the exception of the angel cards. I need to get an angel card for every single story. This one's short over here. We'll start there. Get it out of the way. All right, so now let me try to get this in view here. At least well, it's going to be too big to do that. I'm just going to try to do my best here for you real quick. And anything significant, I'm going to show you separate anyway. So here we go. These are your 5 stories. Let's go to work, Gemini. You can see now why they didn't want to do any extra at the end, because this is just so huge. This is kind of like already extra. You know, it's like it's already got a bunch of stuff here. All right, so like I said, I'm going to start with the easy one, the shorter one. There is no easy. It's just shorter. Make some room for myself so I can see it clearly. All right. They want to talk about reoccurring things here happening in story 1, and this is the theft, loss, deceit, kind of negative things. If these kind of things keep happening to you, you know, you keep getting cheated on, or somebody keeps stealing something from you, you know, that's kind of the energy in the air with the theft, loss, or deceit. That's what comes up. So if you know what I'm going, that's an attachment here. So I'm not really saying that this is a month where you're going to have to be protective of your valuables or stuff like that. I'm not saying that. The first card is really the attachment point. So what they're saying here is if you know what I'm talking about, this is going to be probably just 10% of my audience. But since it's a general reading, I got to give it to you all. But if that's you, if you've been experiencing a lot of theft, loss, or deceit, this story very well could be about you. So please listen and pay attention. They want you here in story 1 to start taking greater pride in things. So whatever it is that you're experiencing here, they want you to start caring more about it. They show that you do that, but at the same time, they want you to do more of it perhaps. They don't say that you just have neglected it, that you don't care. They don't say any of that, but they're saying they want you to take more pride in it. And this may also be self-pride. This may be just you saying, you know what, I just don't need to deal with shady people at all. I almost just need to like cut the cords or whatever it is going on for you specifically. And you just gotta take pride in yourself or your self-worth. Stuff like that comes up here. Because like they said in the angel card, it's the card of clairsentience. They want you to notice how these things reoccur. These feelings as well as physical and emotional, both, because they're attached and they're both coming up here also. They basically signify, what is going on here on a deeper level. They do show that you have angelic help here, so you're not alone. So really, I just got to go back to that one card. It's just, take great pride in yourself or whatever they're describing here in story number 1 so that you can get out of this reoccurring cycle of theft, loss, and deceit. So like I said, just 10% of my audience probably there, but for those of you, there you go. Very important. Story number 2 here. Man, I kind of stuck that all together weird. Okay, now it makes more sense. Story number 2, they talk about something here that's incomplete. Gemini, this could be a project. This could be something that you got going on. They want you to get this wrapped up here. They're saying that it's long past the time that this got closed up. They want you to completely get rid of this, whatever it is that you're wrapping up. They want it to be done. They don't want a shred of it left. So whatever it is for you, whether it's finishing a project to the point where it's 100% done and not like 99% done. Like this has got to be full bore here. So that's what they want. That they represent that with the death card. So they're saying something incomplete, something getting wrapped up here that is cellularly not the same at all. Energetically, it's a clean slate. So basically that's what I mean with that 100%. They want no energy attachment from the past at all here. This has got to be completely wrapped up. They say December is a perfect time to do that. For some of you, this does tie into financial as well. They say you're being a little bit of a hoarder right now. You need to kind of open up the wallet. You need to spend a little bit more. That could be why this thing is not getting wrapped up, because maybe you're just like, oh, I don't want to spend the money right now, or we got the holidays coming up. I'm going to be spending money on that. They're saying no. You have a little faith right here. Open up the wallet. Get the spending going. Get the projects done, or whatever it is that they're talking about financially here. That needs to be complete. They say they're bringing up blocked travel. For most of you, this is just energetic, kind of going in the wrong direction here. They want you to switch this around. So almost like the project has taken a turn, or whatever they're describing has taken a turn, and it's either stagnant or it's moving the wrong way. In this case, like I said, they just want you to get this thing done. This just needs to be done. For some of you, this has to do with actually people in the family. This may not even be a project specifically for you. This may need to be something that somebody else in your close group needs. Coming up in your love corner here, I have Beloved One in the Angel Oracle card. For a lot of you, this is very tied to the relationship. So whether it's a project within the relationship that you guys are working on together, or whether, like I said, the relationship of the family, because that's also in your love corner, or even a close friend, but mostly this is family and relationship that's coming up, relationship between other people. So this needs some work here. This needs to get wrapped up. So they gave us a variety of different kind of choices of what this could be, because they spread it from physical all the way through emotional challenges and things that need to be closed here, need to be wrapped up. So that's very important for your December. That's actually going to tie quite a bit into the moon cycles, which I'm going to go over. Well, let's do it right now. While I'm talking about it, might as well get it out of the way. I like to give you guys the moon cycle forecast every single month so you know what's coming. That way you can implement positive change in your life much smoother. We have the new moon coming in December 4th. That's the perfect time to get anything new into your life, to bring anything new, to manifest it in, whether it's new love, new job, new health, new money in this case. Whatever it is you're trying to bring in, the beginning of the month, much better time to do that than the middle. The middle is the full moon energy. Now that happens on December 18th. And if you're trying to get anything out of your life, the full moon energy is very beneficial. You can use that to help you scoot it out, like bring it out to the road for the garbage truck to take. That's kind of the vibe with the full moon energy. So anything you need to get out of your life, whether it's emotional baggage, whether it's bad habits, for some of you people, things, if you got to wrap this project up, you got to, like, say, clean out a room or do, completely, gut the garage or clear out the attic, whatever it is for you. Basically, middle of the month is the best time to do that kind of stuff. Get it out. Get it out and get it gone, and that'll make it stick. And the new moon energy also comes back toward the very end of December, so please don't do your full moon getting stuff out at the end of the month, because you're actually going to be in the new moon energy again there from January kind of rolling in. So that's what we have there for your moon cycle. So that's what to pay attention to moving forward there. Let's go into story number 3. Story number 3 right here. Quite a bit of blockages here. Let's see why. I have a bad decision here in story 3 between two people that are at odds. So this is probably like a relationship between a man and a woman. They show each other kind of facing apart, facing opposite directions, so not really feeling it or not very happy with each other right now. And it's usually about a bad decision that comes up. They don't specifically tell me what that bad decision is, but it is, I usually read the Fool card inverted as a bad decision. That's what they want you to either avoid, or it's showing what has already happened. So for some of you, let's say you haven't entered this bad decision yet. In that case, they're bringing this up as to preempt it, so it never happens. So please pay attention, perhaps even take it a little easy and cautious in the relationship in December. Tread a little lightly, walk on eggshells a little bit. I mean, not overboard, but, be a little kind, be a little extra generous, be a little thoughtful toward your partner. They don't want a bad decision to come up here where it puts a kink in the relationship, or, just an unnecessary stressor or something like that. No drama, all that kind of stuff. They really want you to get to a point where you have more freedom and mobility here, and they want you to kind of go on the offensive about this. So it's an interesting message, because I'm telling you to be cautious about it, but they're telling you to still act, still do these things, move forward, go after what it is you're trying to get and attract. Don't just sit back and be super cautious about it. They want you to move forward with your new journey and your new plans and all this kind of stuff with this new freedom, specifically with this new freedom. They just don't want you to make a bad decision that's going to throw everything off balance. That's really what they show here. So just be smart in December for my couples, not really, not anything troublesome, and also to chase after it, not to hold back. It's not really the time to hold back in December. Go after it, just go after it in love. That's really it. The Angel Oracle card they gave me is Clairaudience here. So they want you to notice the things that you hear inside your mind and also from other people, because sometimes, God works in mysterious ways. The angels work in mysterious ways. They could put an idea in somebody else's mind. If, let's say, they're easier to translate to or to get the information to the language versus you. They could tell somebody else that's close to you. Somebody else will say something to you that is just like so profound, or so like, oh, that's exactly what I need to hear like right now. All that kind of stuff. So pay attention to that kind of stuff there. Also in story 3. Let's move into story 4 and 5, your big ones at the top. Try to leave this out here so I can refer back to it, but hard to do. Storyline spreads are so big. All right, so up here, story 4. For story 4, this is highly a love message for my Geminis. Let's see which aspect here. They don't really show me what, but there is an element of heartbreak here. So this could be either my newly single Geminis or Geminis that are going through something tough in your love corner. Could even be with a family member or a friend. It may not even be you, Gemini, because when you experience this from somebody else, you feel so deeply that it affects you the same way. First, they want to talk about the extreme hung up here. We have the Hangman card. This is extreme delays, things not really moving, not much going on. They say the action here is going backwards. So it's almost like you have to go backwards to go forwards. Make up your mind, look at the past, perhaps what road took you to this current road? What got you to where you're at right now? They're saying you don't know all the information. So a lot of you are working with an impoverished map. That's not good. We don't want you to act when you don't know all the information. If there's information that you don't know, usually it leads to bad decision making. And, maybe there's an underlying reason why all this is happening, and it just doesn't make sense to you right now. Like I said, they bring up that heartbreak card, so a lot of you are going through here in story 4 are going through a rough patch. They do show you being extremely tied down, so whether that's mental, just all in your head, or actually being tied down to a situation or a circumstance, you are completely kind of impaled right now by this. I'm going to show you this card just so you can see the energy of it, because I have them together. I'm actually going to show you both. I'm going to show you these two here, and then I'm going to make it bigger on the screen so you can see them kind of individually. Maybe go back and forth as I talk about it. I already have been talking about it, but that is what I talked about by being impaled, being extremely pinned down to a situation or circumstance. That level of heartbreak that's going on shows right there quite simply in the heart card. And then the Angel Oracle card that they showed here is you know what to do. Well, that's the good news about all this. So they're saying that like this, there's nothing elusive about this. It's not like you really have a lot of choices here, or it might feel like you don't know what to do, but they're saying you already know what to do. So that is the good news for all of this, because that means all you have to do is do it. All you have to do is act and pull the trigger or make the phone call. If it's the other way around, if it's pull the trigger on like ending like a relationship or ending something with somebody or dating or whatever it is, that's like pulling the trigger. If it's something like you screwed up and you got to make it better, you know what to do. Make the phone call, reach out, do what you got to do to fix it. So that's what they show here, and it's different, different vibrations here. You can definitely tell the range that this could be. This is probably about as specific as we can get, but at the same time, it's a general reading. General readings are general. We do have a lot of Gemini energy here. If you're looking for messages that are private, personal, and specific only to you, I do offer those on my website, scottsagent.com, and I offer a wide variety of services from very simple and short all the way up to full service. And the best part about all of them is that they're all personalized to you. There is no Gemini bubble that we're sharing with here. So back to the you know what to do. It's very empowering, a very empowering card, because it's not like there's anything missing here. The only thing missing is the information. You just don't know it all. And you may not ever know it all, and that's okay. So don't stress about it. Don't be anxious about things you can't control, things that are outside of your realm and outside of your group and outside of your influence sphere. That's really what they want to pound home there in story number 4. Before I get into story number 5, I want to tell you about the newsletter program. I just got done doing my biggest giveaway ever. I gave everybody signed up for my newsletter a free reading. And I do that once in a while, so make sure you're signed up to the newsletter program. It's free. It's at the very bottom of my website, scottsagent.com. You enter your first name, your last initial, email address, send that off, and you're part of the newsletter club. You don't have to sign up again or anything like that. Once is enough. If you're not getting the newsletters, which I have heard from some people, once I send them off, I have no control where they go. Some are in the spam folder, some are in the junk folder, some are wherever your email moves them to. I have no control once I send it off. So hunt it down. It's there somewhere for all of you that are already part of that. Don't want you to miss out on that at all. Because I also send out just one newsletter a month, and there's promo codes in there, all kinds of good stuff. Save you guys money on readings and services. So no brainer there. Take advantage of that for sure. As we get into story number 5, again, you can see why they didn't want any extra. This is just huge, 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 huge. Lots going on for Geminis here in this month. For some of you, really rough times have just happened in the relationship. You guys are over this, or at least coming out of it. There is kind of the Sun card, the best energy in the card, in the deck, really, the Sun card. It's coming in block, though, so it's saying it's not here yet. It's stagnated. There's just something not quite right here. There's an element of leadership here. They really want you to assume power here and to guide others. So this is really this is very, very strong about helping others. This again may not be about you, Gemini. This may be about you, a situation that you see going on. Somebody that has just been through a lot in their relationship. I view it as two people that are still together. So I think they've overcome this for the most part. But at the same time, they show you in a very leadership-loving role here. So very interesting that they presented it that way. The next thing I show here is, like I said, the Sun card, but there's also an element there of stagnated growth. It basically tells me that this is going to take some time to fix. This is not instant gratification. This is the slow game and, the long game. It's going to work out over time. Basically, they're saying there's only one route that this can go. So hopefully that makes sense to you, because this is the card of a bunch of different paths, like 7 of them in this card. It's a 7 of Cups. When it's inverted like this, they're saying that there is no 7 choices. It's really just one. It's really narrowing your energy. These cards keep sticking to me here. It's narrowing the energy down to focus on one path. Or it could just be one person or one circumstance in the situation. There's one way to fix this. And that's really what it needs to be. It needs to be all in on that, instead of like, oh, we need to do A, B, C, D, E. they're saying no. It's really just A. You need to work on A and get A straightened out. Like A is the most important. A comes before anything else. Get that done. Then we can hopefully get that sun card flipped around, and this relationship is going to be popping and shining and bright and beautiful and wonderful energy, golden energy overflowing everywhere. The roughest part hopefully is behind this couple, whether it's you or somebody close to you, and very good things there. But also with the caveat of that advice, really pay attention to the fact that this is not going to be quick. This is going to take some time, but there's really only one way to do that, and that is to do the work. Grind it out and get to where you need to be. So we have been through everything. That's your entire spread. We have talked about all of it. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, Gemini. I hope you guys have happy holidays with your family and loved ones. I'll see you all in January, if not earlier. Take care, and I'll see you soon.